circular subscription platform for baby and children's gear. David, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. I was so happy to hear you before talking about the circular economy, because this is truly where my passion lies. Apparently it was developed and thought about as an idea originally from me trying to develop furniture back in my filming career. So I make stuff to be reduced, update that we talked about before, and utilize more. In that sense, my wife was pregnant. I thought, of course, there's got to be a service that you can rent the things that I need for the time that I need them, and they'll give them back to someone and upload to the next one when the child is actually growing, because it tends to happen, luckily. So, by that said, over 40,000 SEK is what an average Swedish person actually spends the first 3 years. And I think I look in quite a lot of parents in this room, it costs quite a lot of money. The children are using these products, or may not use them because they don't like it. Daddy, I don't want to look inside, I want to look out, I want to jump up, I want to stand up, all of that. So we have created a circular subscription service that offers parents access to the products when they need them. They pick between new or pre-loved products, pick by exactly the kind of stroller you need, or come to us and say, I have no idea what we need, you get the whole package from us. A really good thing in what we do is also we're trying to emphasize or give incentive to the producers. The producers do own the products that we rent out. Going back to design, basically we want to try to give Bugaboo, which is our former biggest partner, the incentive to make sure that they actually develop products that are for the circular economy. And therefore, one of the reasons we actually look at the UK as a market, Bugaboo's told us is that please go to the UK, set up your presence here, and we will follow you there. The number of children are born here in London are exactly the same amount as the entire Sweden. We do logistics, we do refurbishment, and we have a refurbishment center in Essex that we will tap into that do already exist. We have challenges in FCA regulation here in the UK, do not exist in the Nordics, but we have to come over that hurdle first. But during the time, we will start by offer apparently as a service to hotels as a rental model. So the hotels can offer their guests any kind of gear that they need. In that sense, we don't need the FCA initially, but we get into the market faster than that. Now that said, we think we'll have 1 to 2 people on the ground here to make sure that everything works.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got a couple of questions. So
Yes.
someone mentioned before the reverse logistics problem and your margins. So what have you learned so far? Is there a secret behind this? Because I've looked at this model in many other areas like fashion. It's always an issue.
Last mile logistics, we speak to Bring, we speak to DHL, TNT, they all are very good at sending one way but not as much back. We do have a project together with Lund University and we Bring at the moment to look exactly at this, and we're involved in that project. Because we do quite big things. Clothing is quite easy, you can wrap it up in a nice box, but how do you take that back? We have a strategy when it comes to actual hubs. We want to have a hub. In that hub for literally 10 kilometers. We need to have the hub, otherwise it won't work. Exactly, because we don't want to send things back and forth.
So I have a question that builds on the hub. So I've got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. So when it comes, there's a lot of kind of that I like about it. You mentioned about regulations. As a new parent, the thing that scares me the most is actually we bought a lot of things new because, for example, sterilizers, for example, breast pumps, things like that,
Yes.
because of the hygiene factor. What products are you actually looking to get into the rental that don't have a hygiene factor associated with them?
We do have quite a lot of them because this is children. So we have the baby carriers, it happens they throw up. They sit in the car. We have car seats, that was our number 1 product that we rent out. They puke. So obviously we give, because we don't own the gear, so in this case, for example, the car seat's owned by Axkid, which is a Swedish brand. They give us, this is what we want you to test. So when products goes back to us, we follow their lists. Cleaning, safety, which is a big thing of course, and sanitization, especially during COVID, has been a big thing. to sort of like really go through everything. But you as a parent can pick between, yes, I want my stuff new, even if I want to rent it from you, or I can get it pre-loved, get it slightly cheaper, but then I have still the guarantee that you have a good product.
So I just think of a lot of cost when you say that. I'm back to the margin bit on the reverse part of it. So how much are you charging a parent for this?
Depending on if you just want to have a stroller, if you want to have the whole package. So literally it could be from 10 to 20 pounds up to 100 pounds or even more per month. You sign up if you want to have no binding time, or up to actually 84 months as the longest one for car seats, because then we change the car seats around the line. So basically the cost lies logistics and the refurbishment. So back at home in Sweden right now, we have people that needs to have support because they can't really get jobs anywhere else. We help them, providing them jobs. From a social impact point of view, that's fantastic, because they would love to do one thing, and especially in sewing. We have a lot of people doing magnificent sewing.
And finally on the hotels thing, there are hotels that offer that for free.
To have
All the equipment ready for you.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of them are doing that. So we're looking into that. Where can we tap in to sort of jump over the FCA? Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Question as a mother, but if I sign up for a car seat for 84 months, don't I pay more than if I would just buy it?
You will pay the same amount, depending on the utilization of the product. You will pay the same amount as if you would buy it. Including that, we include the insurance and the service and the swap if anything happens, or if you want to.
But as you said, like children like puke and paint and everything, like what is my responsibility? Like, do I need to buy it out if something happens to it?
Therefore, we have the insurance to cover that. So we cover the insurance for it when everything happens. Because that's a big thing, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm wondering, are you charging Bugaboo, those suppliers? What's the
No.
relationship?
So good that you asked it, because I wasn't really clear on that. Basically, you guys would pay £100, for example. Roughly, I give £50 back to Bugaboo every month. So basically, the better the product, the better we are in basically cleaning it, the more money we both can earn by using a circular economy model. And that's how we incentive.
What's your goal on the multiple? I know in fashion they aim for like to get 11 wears. 15 is really good. You know, when you rent out clothing, instead of buying one off, do you have anything?
Obviously, we have different. I mean, obviously, we want to try
Like the
to.
impact measurement, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And we are looking at the 9, 11, 12, and 17 on the SDG goals. We have not certain numbers for the whole package. We have obviously looked into how many times we want to utilize the same product. And for example, for a buggy, together with the buggy, we realized, okay, you can actually use the same buggy for 5 times, because the materials behave differently.
That's the key indicator and impact investment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have done an impact business model back at home, and also in an accelerator program, which has been fantastic. So we've done that. So we'll be happy to show you more data.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Well,